This is goddamn insane. This is way too toxic, to be honest. Hi, how's it going everyone? So today we are playing an OTK Elusive deck. This is not really true blue OTK, which requires you to deal 20 damage in a single turn to end your opponent. But this is rather close because I was able to deal about 15 damage at most in a single turn. And yeah, it's close, so I will just call this OTK pseudo OTK for now. And this is quite popular right now and is ranked very high. The last I seen, I think on Mobalytics, it was tier S, which is the highest level, and I think popular content creators like Sunny and Majin Bay has been playing this and has covered this as well. And I mean, they are both master rank players, so I suppose it lends some credibility to this deck. And you know how this deck works is very simple. You are using your Elusives early on to try and chip down your opponent's health all the way down to about 14 to 15 where it's within a reasonable range. So on turn 4, the whole goal of this deck really is to try and draw for Rune Reckoner. So on turn 4 you drop this, you create Midnight Raid that gives you a free attack. And what you do is you have you want to try and bank some mana along the way as well, because like the general idea here is like turn 1 Fizz, turn 2 Golden Narwhal, or turn 1 Powering Cutthroat and turn 2 Golden Narwhal, turn 3 you bank your mana, turn 4 with the attack token you drop Rune Reckoner with 3 banked mana. And with the 3 banked mana, what you are going to do is you are trying to have Elixir of Wrath in your hands and Brother's Bond. So these are the 2 cards you are trying to look for. So you are able to use this on your Golden Narwhal and your Fizz, for example. So Golden Narwhal becomes a 4, Fizz becomes a 4 attack creature. And then you cast, I suppose, Elixir of Wrath on Fizz as well. And this allows you to deal how much? 4 plus 4 plus 3, which is 11 damage. And then because you have dropped Rune Reckoner, right, it gives you a free attack. So you drop this on Fizz and you are going for another round of damage, which is, at this point, Fizz is what? 4 plus 3, which is 7. So in total you are dealing 18 damage. 18 damage. How insane is this? But of course, I think this is a lot of hypotheticals, but usually this is what happens. And I mean, there's a weakness to this deck, which is decks that runs a lot of board wipes, decks that runs Elusives can stop this very easily. It can just out-trade you, right? I mean, in this scenario, Elusive can just trade you and you lose your win strategy here, you lose your win condition. And if your opponent has like what, Mystic Shot, Get Excited, Withering Will, Ruination, just kills this. So this is a good balance, I suppose. This deck is insanely fun. If you are an aggro lover and an Elusive deck lover, you will really love this deck. And if you are a beginner player, this is also suitable for you. You can just play this deck like blindly and just keep going face and you can still win some of your games. I mean, of course, there are some subtleties to playing Elusive and aggro deck. You want to plan your game out, you want to maximize your damage. But for a beginner player, this is quite straightforward and it's easy to win with. But I think the weakness here is just decks with a lot of removals, decks with Elusives kills this deck. And I think it's pretty balanced, so I have a fair share of it's a 50-50 kind of situation here. So I mean, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's not super toxic, but it feels toxic. It really feels toxic here. Because when you drop your Rune Reckoner on turn 4, and you attack with your Golden Narwhal and Fizz, right? And then you end your opponent within turn 4 with your Midnight Raid. It feels toxic, but this is not toxic at all, I feel. Because there are a lot of ways to deal with this deck, and it's very easy to deal with this deck. Yeah, but if you are interested in this deck, you can find the deck code in the description below, and I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay. Okay. I think we can try and draw for Fizz here. Okay. Not too bad. I think we have a turn 4 play, which is pretty good. Rune Reckoner on Draven is actually pretty great as well. I think we can go with Golden Narwhal here, to be honest. Draven. Draven might be great. But there's a good chance that he might use Barrier, right? Barrier just renders this useless, to be honest. So let's go with this.
We swim within the flows of magic.
I think with this we can reasonably win the game next turn. Takes this out. Let's just see how this goes. If we cast Draven as bait, I think that would be a good bait, right? He will want to try and kill our Draven. We want our Elusive to be alive. That's fine. So I think in this scenario we can go for... Let me think. This is a hard choice. Which should I discard? Turn 4, turn 5. Should we trade here? Nah, I don't think we should trade. Consider going for optimizing our damage here. Because with our spinning axe, we can guarantee a elusive first, then if he aims us, we can just go on top of it. We can add this on top of it to deny whatever that comes next. Yeah. So let's go with Rune Reckoner. Yep, so if he aims this, we will just discard and we are good to go. Oh my god, this is insane. This is goddamn insane. This is way too toxic, to be honest. I don't know why, this is like just so one-sided. It just catches people off guard, you know, and the games are so fast. Feels like an aggro burn deck. There's more burn focus. To be honest, I want to trade this for something else. Lounging Lizard, turn 3. No. We can try and draw for things like Fizz and combat buffs. Maybe we need to keep Lounging Lizard to defend against... If it gets too aggressive, we can use this to block. Okay, this is fairly reasonable. Oh, we have a card to play for every turn. Nice. So let's go for 3 damage next turn. Nice. I think what we really need now is a combat buff so that on turn 4 when we cast Rune Reckoner, right, we can go for OTK lethal. Technically OTK is like 20 damage at one go, right? But this is kind of like... feels a bit cheesy like OTK, to be honest. Let's put this here. It's like such a good card. 3 for 3, 5 block. We get an immediate block here. We out-trade him, which is perfect. Okay, sure. When an enemy blocks me, give me +3 +0 this round. Nah. But unfortunately our narwhal is there. So I mean that's how it is, to be honest. You can try and draw for more combat buff so we can set out a turn 6 Q. Okay. I think what you need here is combat buffs instead. Okay, I think we are in range. Which is really good. We can throw our Noxian Fervor at him. So we can just block and Noxian Fervor him. Not a serious concern here. He can buff whatever he wants. And we will still kill him in the end. Nice. So block. 11 damage is reasonable. And then we use this to throw at him. So he's down to 11. I think what I'm afraid of is really burn spells that is going to ruin our plans. If he drops 3... Yeah, I think we can keep this for now. So we can go for double attack here.
Noxus will pay for what they did to us.
I feel that we need to split the load here. So I'm assuming if he can hit, he can only hit one, right? If he can't hit the other one, at least I can. Once he hits one, then if this stays alive, I can go with these two together. I mean, we are in a very good range, so we can afford to like lower the risk a little and not pile on just one card itself. Oh, we win. Dang. Hopefully he doesn't have Mystic Shot. Oh my god, this is disgusting! Oh my god, this is so disgusting. I don't know, something that is pretty good in the meta, I suppose. This looks kind of a meta deck, right? I haven't been following the meta at all. Turn 2, we're attacking on 2 and 4, so we want... We can try and focus on drawing creatures first. The spells will come along the way, so that's fine. I mean, we have so many spells in our deck, right? Like the goal here is to try and get Rune Reckoner as well. The name is Rune Reckoner, right? The Minotaur, yeah. That is like one of our OTK kind of strategy. Like how we actually win games. Usually, you can actually save up Narwhal with your buff spells, but since we have so many Elusives, we can just use this for now. Quite sure this is gonna die. Yeah. It's gonna slice through us, right? I think this is the danger here. Nice. Yeah, she's gonna be a huge problem for us. We need to like take a turn or two to try and destroy her, but we still can. Yeah, this would be a more stable choice. Let's just go with Zap Spray Fin first. I think we might die next turn.
And you won't believe what we found today.
Let's go with Rune Reckoner here. Can we take all the damage here? Jesus. Better block here.
You can't do this. Why are you here?
We need to protect ourselves here. So let's just see. If he wins, he wins. There's no way I can escape. I can escape this situation, isn't it? So our goal here is to try and establish a board so that we can go for lethal next turn. Yeah, this is good enough for me, I think. Let's go with Golden Narwhal. And a Lounging Lizard.
You guys have really got to keep your voices down.
Okay, we're kind of in a bad spot right now. Is it possible to even go for lethal in this scenario? Okay. If he's blocking this way, we can power on this. How much mana do I have? I need 4. I got 6, 9. I got 5 mana to distribute. 5 mana. I think this is reasonable. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Let's trade here. Unfortunately, we have Young Witch here that is disrupting us. We just need to force another one in. I mean, if we have Overwhelm, we might have won here. I think this is a good example against in a situation like what this deck like the weakness of this deck is that if your opponent has Elusive, right, it's very hard to play this. This really takes advantage of decks that doesn't run Elusive at all or have no way to stop your Elusives. You can immediately just burst him down. But if your opponent has ways to stun you or have Elusives, right, you are just going to you're just gonna die, you're just gonna lose immediately. I mean, it's a guaranteed lose in this kind of situation. There's no way you can win this. Yeah. So this is a good game. This is a good showcase anyway. Yeah, so not too bad, not too bad.